you everyone for staying with us. Life expectancy, education, and per capita income are a few indicators that can be used to measure human development. These indicators are also directly or indirectly provided for in the budget. How much of human capital development is the 2018 budget prepared to take care of? Aside the politics and the figures, what is the strength of the budget? It's a voluminous document with a lot of figures. Let's unbundle it for you and bring it home to see how it concerns you as a citizen. I have talking to us tonight on the program a man who has chewed those figures and broken it down for us. Roman Osehale is the lead consultant at Interstaff Incorporated. Thank you so much. He's a business consultant. Thank you so much. It's keep my mind for a moment. Thank you so much for coming on the program. So we're looking at the impact of this budget. You were talking about the structure of the budget and what Nigerians should look out for, especially when they're finding how it concerns them.
Look, okay, let's look at it this way, right? What two things do you owe your kids?
Perhaps education and their health.
Good.
And housing.
Good. No, well, housing, yes, because they're still kids, right? At some point, they move out of the house, right? And they go fend for themselves. Education and health is what government owes us. They are called merit goods. We are investments. You invest in us, we give you returns, right? That is how it is structured in a good economy. But if you look at the 2018 budget, education only got 2.17%, and health got 1.02%. 1.02%.
Wow.
The budget is not addressing the need of the people. And what I have done here, right, is to take it back from 2014 and how it has been reducing. But if you look at the budget in a whole, right, what I have been doing for the past 3 months is that most of the time we're always giving summaries of the budget: recurrent expenditure, capital expenditure, recurrent non-debt, recurrent debt, right? But who takes time to go break down the budget page by page? So what I did, right, was to download budgets from year 2000, right? And I started studying them page by page. It was a lot of work, but there are 4 things, right, I would always want Nigerians to look at when they read the budget. Don't read the budget in summary. Download it and go through them page by page. And what I did was to separate every MDA, right? And then calculate 4 factors. 1, their salaries. 4 things you need to look at in the budget. Their salaries, travels, local and international, benefits and allowances, and then training, local and international.
Of government officials?
Whether government officials, it's for civil servants. We all know the budget is for civil servants and government officials, right? When you look at those 4 things, the salaries, right, is what is due the people, right, who work. But when you look at travels, local and international, you look at benefits and allowances, you look at training, local and international, then you understand where the funds in this country is going to.
What is the percentage? What can you tell us?
Well,
how bad is it?
Look,
I mean,
okay,
the slant.
Let me even give you for a particular year, right? I got to 2005, and there are 3 arms of government, right? The one in the middle, executive, legislative, and what? Judiciary. The legislatives alone in 2005, right? 14 billion. Right, was appropriated for travels, about 5.3 billion for local and 8.6 for international, right? These are the things that kill the budget. And I tell you, it also buttresses what Peter Obi was saying at some point, right? That when he got into government, he used to go to Abuja like 4 or 5 times a week. And in quote, like anytime he wants to go, 30 people will follow him. And it was costing the state government, right, about more than 10 billion naira for each trip. We have money in this country,
Really?
But the money, the funds are just being directed. Look, you can't run an expense budget. If your expense supersedes your investment, you get poorer.
So, I mean...
That's why poverty is growing for crisis.
The reasons why poverty is growing, you mentioned that education and health, we've not paid much attention to it. But as it stands...
Look, we destroyed education from the mid-80s. From year 2000.
Those are the military days.
Yes, the military days. But see, it wasn't totally all the military. Somebody came in the mid-80s and reduced education expenditure as a percentage of GDP to 0.76%. Right? By 1991, it was 0.76%.
Is there a reason why we have a lot of capital flight, we have a lot of tourism, healthcare,
of course,
a lot of Nigerians...
Between year 2000 and 2010, right, Nigerian students abroad, right, increased by 71%.
Well, how can we get out of this nightmare?
First of all, we need to go back to investing in the people. If we do not invest in the people, the country does not have a future.
So we are joking with some of the things that we're doing right now, isn't it?
I would commend the president for driving a fiscal policy, right? He's building railways, he's building a lot of infrastructures, right? The same thing goes with Ethiopia. Ethiopia is the fastest growing economy in Africa right now, right? The Renaissance Dam, which they built, and railway network across the country, right, has helped boost their economy. But the thing is this, Ethiopia did not relegate human capital development. Ethiopia, over a period of about 25 years, right, has had an average investment in education, right, of about 3% of GDP.
So let's close the program now. The divide, the lower class, the middle class, and the upper class. Is there a major difference in those strata?
We are running out of middle class. All the middle class are being eroded. Do you know that 8,000 people in Nigeria are added to extreme poverty every day? Go look at the World Poverty Clock, right? So who is being eroded is the middle class. Look, poverty, right? Nigeria now has the highest rate of extreme poverty in the world. And that is going to change the landscape of things.
And perhaps the number of out-of-school children. One of the highest.
I know that we had 10.5 million kids as of 2013, right? But nobody knows the actual figures now.
Mr. Roman Osehale, a business consultant, many thanks for coming on the program. So much to chew about these issues, but I guess at some point we'll bring you back on Channels Television for some of these issues. Thank you so much for your time on the program tonight. Well, that's our show tonight, everyone. Many thanks for watching. I'm Sean Kimbale. Bye-bye.